Hello again, and welcome back to another edition of What's in the Bag that I, of course, am hosting of my own free will and volition, that I am not being coerced into doing it or blackmailed by Starfang Presents Plus. Not at all. I love this job. Tamron Rashad. How the fuck are you? Girl, I thought you would make it at least to top 5. What happened? Eliza, life is full of surprises. And before I bullshit any further, I just want to say that I did my best against my drag niece, Heretic, and she did her best against me, and I think in the end, the better woman won. Let's just say that. Oh, how refreshing for a change. So you're not going to sit here and guilt trip me about how you've had it rough and how you scrimped and saved for your drag to get here, and this was your one big opportunity to be a breakout star. You were a robbed queen and blah, 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 blah. No, you're actually being honest, and the best queen actually did win in that lip sync. Thanks for being honest, by the way. I find it funny, though, how just in the episode prior, when asked by Morgan, you immediately felt the need to throw her under the bus and out your drag niece as basically being basic. And that she was, how did you put it? Green, naive, inexperienced, immaterial to the greater scope of the competition, and that because all the other girls are so naturally better, she shouldn't even bother to be there or hold her breath. That sounds really, really fucking nasty and mean, and that's coming from me. Can you elaborate on that, Tamron? Well, as I had said, at the time, I was comparing myself to her to the other girls. I had no fear of the other queens in the competition. I had not anticipated myself actually going against Heretic, but it was always a possibility in the back of my mind. I had watched her grow from a distance, but I hadn't seriously placed her under a microscope and analyzed every facet of her drag career post 2012. So, from my perspective, yes, I thought she was still green around the gills. Yes, I thought she still had some maturing to do. Yes, I still think she can benefit from all those things. But since she beat me, she's proven that she's the winner in that lip sync. I am the loser, and I hold no grudges about that. I said what I said, I meant what I said, and it was not coming from a place of spite or malice. It was coming from a parental place of I don't want to see my child hurt because of other queens who have benefited more from society than she has. Because coming from her background and how I've seen her grow from a sapling to a blossoming tree, that would be a tragedy, and I did not want to see that happen. Oh, there it is. There's the sob story. Okay, so you were going to use the whole, like, I lost because everyone else is privileged card for yourself. You're saving that for your drag niece, Hera. Well, I honestly think that Hera is a naturally nice person, and I haven't seen a whole lot of her on the show yet, but I can guarantee you she's more personable than some people in this room. And I full-heartedly disagree with you. I think that absolutely 100% came from a place of spite and malice, and if I might presume a little, jealousy. And I think you're probably jaded. I think, yes, that there is definitely some queens out there who have an edge over myself because A, they're probably younger, and B, they're probably more flexible and versatile because I am more advanced age than half the queens in the competition, save for Mint Cookie, who's about my age, and I think that that would provide an edge. So basically what I'm hearing, Tamron, is that if you were to have gone home by any other queen except Hera, it would have been because that queen might have benefited socially more so than yourself. despite the fact that you've got probably at 30, at least 20 years experience in drag over everyone else, maybe except for Mint Cookie in this competition, and your drag wardrobe is more advanced than theirs, your moves are more advanced, it wouldn't possibly be because maybe you fucked up. Like, that's not even a consideration at all. It's because, like, you know, they benefited from some kind of privilege. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, so first of all, an edge isn't necessarily like a privilege, so to speak. Most times people are born with it. Other times they work for it to get it. And second of all, I don't think you are probably older than half the queens. I think you're definitely older than more than half the queens. Like, literally, Mint Cookie is the only one even in your generation. Yeah, so there's that. Okay, whatever. So let's drop the identity politics for a minute and take a deep dive into the bag. And let's see what's in your bag, Tamarin. What did you bring in your bag for us today, Miss Rashad? Now, this dress here is what you wore on the night of your elimination for the Country Contessa's runway. Now, looking at this beautiful dress, and I'm not like tickling your taint, by the way. When I say it's beautiful, I mean it unabashedly, unfiltered. It's beautiful, without biases, without any sort of like political leaning or like whatever. I'm just saying this is a gorgeous gown. However, I don't see Country Contessas. Is that what happened? You misunderstood the assignment, Tamarin? Coming from a southern background in Willow Creek, I wanted to shy away from stereotypes such as cowgirl hat, boots, gloves, spurs, chaps, whatever. If you look at that runway, you will see every other queen has those criteria, and I think every queen except for myself has a cowboy hat. And I wanted to do something different. I wanted to show a subtly countryside of Willow Creek that isn't stereotypical. I wanted to make Willow Creek proud. I want to show we're country, but we're still glamorous, and we're still gorgeous, and we're still intelligent and sleek, and all of the above qualifiers. Like, I get that, and when I look at the dress again, it kind of makes me think it's something Dolly Parton could wear to the CMT Awards, or, you know, another different country star, or whatever the fuck. And it is glamorous, it is gorgeous, and it could be construed as country, but here's the thing. On the Oasis Llama Milk Challenge for the commercial, you kind of flubbed your lines there, and you kind of like went ghostly silent. And I don't get what's with that, Tamarin. You're a very strong performer. You're experienced. You're talented. What happened? Sometimes when you receive an assignment or a deadline or a new idea, it works better in your mind than the execution of it. When push came to shove and I was in front of that camera next to Hera, and there's that llama right there, and I was just like, okay, I can do this, I know what to do. When time came for me to speak the part, my mind shut down immediately, like a deer in the headlights, and I realized it not only made myself look bad, it made Heretic look bad, but the most I can do is apologize, because I can't turn back time, I can't fix that. I guess I'm just better at doing live performances than I am camera performances. It sounds silly and weird, but it is what it is. Oh, that's really sad, Tamarin. It's sad that a well-rounded, experienced veteran of the arts like yourself, who's been performing live for like about 30 years now at this point, because you're like almost 50. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to laugh at that. And you froze up like that, like a little kid with their hand in the cookie jar. It's sad, Tamarin. It's really sad. And, well, we're not going to delve too much more into that, because this is about what you brought in the bag. So, let's move on to this next outfit that you brought with you today. Now this look, I'm guessing you would have worn for the Late Night Divas runway. I have to say, it's a lot of fucking green. And if you know Michelle Visage, you know that I am not her, and I absolutely love the color green. I gotta say, I love this look right off the bat. I feel like, though, the gloves, the color doesn't really match. The shoes are also an off color of green. I probably would have worn black heels if I couldn't find the right shade of green. I would have ditched the gloves, and the ring and the bracelet could have stayed. Other than that, this is an A+ look. I love it. Tell me your inspiration behind this, Tamron, if you will. The inspiration for this look, believe it or not, is from the 2009 Walt Disney animated film, The Princess and the Frog. And that movie holds special significance to me because it's the first time Disney has had a black princess. She's at the parks and everything. It's amazing. I love it. And that was my inspiration for this look. It was just like, I'm going to be Tiana. I'm going to wear this dress. I'm going to wear my hair up. I'm going to have my makeup done just right. I'm going to have a tiara. Honey, this was going to be 100% Late Night Diva. The Tamron fucking Rashad way. The glamour. The glitz. 100%. I said that. I meant it. And unfortunately, because I got the cut one episode prior, no one will get to see that. So let me ask you this, Tamron. Who would you have portrayed for Snatch Game? Now that is a question that we always ask the queens because we're always curious to know. Who would you have been? My initial pick was going to be Jasmine Masters. And of course, it's like, oh, Jush. I am Jasmine Masters, I have something to say. Or I would have portrayed RuPaul for the Snatch Game. Wow, Mama Ru herself. I think we're already treading thin ice with this, parody show, so I wonder if portraying her on the show wouldn't actually get the entire YouTube channel axed. I'm just saying. Well, and look at that. It looks like we're out of time, so I'm going to end it here. Join us next week when special guests Kathy Griffin and the My Pillow Guy battle it out for relevancy.
To the